a shattered iPhone 8. Hello, my name is Adrian Sommeling.
And my name is Nick Sommeling.
And today we're going to create something with...
An iPhone 8.
Yes. I got the idea for this image when I was talking with a client of mine. They fix the screens of cell phones. They repair them, they repair all kind of damages, but also the screens. And I thought it would be a nice image when somebody's walking and they just let the cell phone slipping out of the hands. You will see it falling on the ground and the glass is scattering in all kind of directions. And that's the image that I wanted to create. And that's what I'm gonna show you.
Let's go to the shoot.
Yes, let's go to the shoot. In the studio, it was an easy shoot actually in the studio. My son just had to act like he's trying to catch the iPhone that's falling. And for the shoot I used an octabox again, like in most of the shoots, and one light against the wall for the fill light. I shot the image of the city in Rotterdam, and the image of the iPhone I had to create with 3D software because it doesn't exist yet, the iPhone, and actually nobody knows how it will look like. And the image of my son taking a selfie I just shot at home, later on without any lights. So this is the images that we are going to use. For the background I used this image, and actually I shot the photo of my son with a different background in mind, but I had this background in a library and I want to use this, but the light is not good. So I had to change the light, and I started with the sky. I put another sky above it with clouds, much more clouds, it's more dramatic like this. And the light is coming more from left direction, just like the image of my son that we are going to use. But as you can see, the light on the ground is still coming from the original picture. I have to fix that. Plus the light is also shining from a different angle on the buildings, and I also have to fix that. I would suggest never to do something like this because it's very hard and time consuming. You better shoot a good picture immediately. Well, here I fixed the light on the buildings, as you can see, and on the ground. Well, after that I put my son in the scene, and just like with all the pictures, if there's no shadow yet or there's no color correction, it looks fake. So let's first put a shadow in it. And it's a soft shadow. It's not a very hard shadow like you would see when the sun is shining. Now it's different because the clouds, there are clouds in the sky and the light is more diffuse. I also did some color corrections on my son. The background is more bluish, so I also had to fix that on my son. Because he is dropping his new iPhone, I put a little bit of a shine in his eyes and on the bottom of his eye, so it looks like he's gonna cry because he drops it. So you probably won't see it in the final picture, but I just like the detail. Then I put the iPhone in the scene in the direction where my son is looking at, and I put his picture in it, the picture that he just took a selfie. Because the iPhone is falling on the ground and it bounced a little bit back, and the glass is broken, the screen is broken. And I did it like this. To really look like the glass is broken and the phone is damaged, I made some parts darker, like the glass has already disappeared there. Probably it doesn't work in reality like this, but for the image, for the effect, it's good. And the glass of a phone is also shining a little bit. It shines, it reflects the background, the environment. So I also created some reflections in the screen. And because the iPhone is falling and it's close to the ground, not on the ground, but close to the ground, I also created a very soft shadow below the iPhone. And for the effect, I created some glass that's coming from the iPhone, and it's going in the directions actually where the iPhone touched the ground when it fell down on the ground. I had to draw this glass because I can't take a picture of this glass. I don't have it, and yeah, it's just easier to draw it and let it look like a glass. I made it transparent, and I also put a bit of shining of the environment in it, and now it looks pretty real. And then it was time for the finishing touch, and then the final image looks like this. I made it more bluish, I gave it more contrast, and it's more dramatic like this, and I really like this picture. Well, this is it. I hope you enjoyed it, and see you next week again at 4 o'clock.
Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel.
Don't forget. See you next week.
Bye!
Bye bye.